Once upon a time, there was a wealthy man who had 3 servants. One of the servants was hardworking and diligent, while the other 2 were lazy and idle. The wealthy man valued hard work and diligence and entrusted his wealth to his 3 servants, giving each a portion of his riches to invest and grow. The diligent servant knew the value of hard work and immediately set to work investing his portion of the wealth. He was careful and calculated in his investments, and his hard work paid off. In no time, he had doubled his portion of the wealth and was able to present it to his master with pride. The first lazy servant, however, had no desire to work hard. He simply buried his portion of the wealth in the ground, doing nothing to invest or grow it. He convinced himself that he was being careful and prudent with the master's wealth, but in reality, he was just being lazy. The second lazy servant knew that he had to do something with his portion of the wealth, but he was too afraid to take any risks. He invested his portion in the safest investment he could find, but he didn't make much of a return on his investment. When the wealthy man returned from his long journey, he asked his 3 servants what they had done with the wealth he had entrusted to them. The diligent servant proudly showed him how he had doubled his portion. The first lazy servant dug up his portion of the wealth from the ground and returned it to his master, unchanged. The second lazy servant showed his investment, which had only grown by a small amount. The wealthy man was pleased with the diligent servant's hard work and praised him for his efforts. However, he was angry with the 2 lazy servants. He took back their portions of the wealth and gave them to the diligent servant. The first lazy servant learned a valuable lesson that day. He realized that his laziness had cost him an opportunity to grow and expand his wealth. He understood that being careful and prudent with money was important, but he also knew that doing nothing was not the way to go. The second lazy servant also learned a valuable lesson. He realized that being afraid to take risks would not lead to any growth or expansion. He knew that he had to be willing to take calculated risks to succeed. The diligent servant was pleased to have been entrusted with the master's wealth, and he was proud of his hard work and diligence. He knew that hard work and diligence were important for success, and he was grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow. The story of the 3 servants teaches us that laziness and fear can lead to missed opportunities and a lack of growth. It is important to be diligent, hardworking, and willing to take calculated risks in order to succeed in life.